All right, we're here with Bruce at American Wave Machine. He is the founder of this technology here. Bruce, tell us how you got into the whole wave concept.
Yeah, well, started back in 1991, where I met a guy developing a surf simulator, and I was a mechanical engineer, and I looked at it and helped him determine how to move the water through the system and create components that could be manufactured and sold as a package.
All right, now, obviously, the fans of the show and myself and the legend, we've all been on the Flow Rider before.
Yeah.
How is your wave machine different from that?
Well, we started off to create what's called a standing wave, which is a naturally occurring wave in rivers and any kind of moving body of water. And it's naturally, let's say, deeper and slower, and the wave is actually made of water rather than primarily water shaping itself to a surface. What that does is lets you surf. Surfboard on a surfboard with fins, it's a completely different feeling. It's much smoother, and it's fun, and it's a huge industry in itself. And I surf, and all my friends that surf want a surf machine. And so we had a goal in mind that was starting in 2000 to create this machine that people could surf on, and also to make the different kind of waves that you find, so easy waves for training and more advanced waves for more advanced surfing.
So, are you saying that one wave machine that you guys make can do multiple different waves depending on the circumstance?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you can, in the morning, you can do training sessions. In the afternoon, you can have advanced people coming out, or?
That's exactly what our customers are doing. They're able to fill up their day, the hours, depending on the crowd. People can reserve time and get in there early to get fewer people and maybe a more premium experience. Then they can open up to the public and do bodyboarding in the middle of the day, and they can have surf sessions at night, again when you have a little bit older group and fewer people. So they switch over from one wave to the other depending on how they want to operate their business.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Now we have a really neat model over here. Can you show us a little bit about it?
Sure, thanks.
They start around 500,000.
So let's, we'll go through here. This is the barreling wave right now, which is, that's the most advanced type of wave. You can surf just like in the ocean. You're surfing down the line. It kind of eliminates the need for a lot of width, because you're riding on one rail on a wave that just seems to keep going, except that you're not moving. You can get tubed on this wave. When you wipe out, you get washed out to the exit very safely. And we found out, we thought it would only work for advanced riders, but it turns out that beginners, once they get their balance standing up, they can have a decent time on the barreling wave and in reasonable safety. Now, I'll switch it over here to different kind of waves, but you can see there's some adjustability.
Yeah, we had a lot of interest.
Oh!
Okay. So here's a training wave. It's very stable. People can focus on their balance when they're standing up, and they get that feeling through their feet of how to stand up and ride a surfboard. After that, they learn to turn, so they can ride back and forth across the face of the wave.
So this would be for somebody like me that has no idea how to surf.
Yeah, you will start here. We can get you standing up, balancing, usually within about 10 minutes.
Wow.
All right, and then you're going to take over and learn to turn. And you'll probably start wiping out, but eventually you'll get the feeling, and you'll get better and better at surfing on this type of wave. Now we can turn it way down for little kids so that it has much less force. Okay, and we can turn it up and make it thicker for larger, more aggressive surfers. And it's still fun for somebody that knows how to surf. You still get to practice turning and cutting back. Now the third wave, is a standing wave, and this is the, like you see in rivers, this is bigger, a lot more water. It's quite a bit more challenging to surf.
So is this the hardest of the three?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turns out it's the hardest of the three, and the barreling wave, is is really fun. This is the most challenging, but a lot of people like this. And in fact, we found in resorts they like a small version of this because for bodyboarding it's easier than any of the other waves. But for standing up, it's a little harder.
Now, how long does it take to switch over the machine from wave 1 to wave 2?
We switch over in about 10 minutes.
Okay, no, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have any of these? Where do you guys have these installed right now?
Well, we got a list of locations that include Asia, Caribbean, Sweden. We're going in the Philippines. We have one under construction in Chicago in the U.S., and we've got sort of multiple projects underway now, primarily in dedicated surf parks. And what it's turning out, the new business model is to sort of focus on this particular challenge experience and wrap the rest of the surf business around it. And yeah, one thing I wanted to add in there is that we can have multiple riders on the wave. You'll see some of the posters.
There's 4 people on that wave.
Yeah, there's 4 people on that wave. Stand-up riders need more room, but for bodyboarders, it's almost as many as you can fit. And so we'll see even in our smallest model, we've had up to 5 bodyboarders at once on it. So you can get entire families, you can get fathers and sons, you can get family members teaching each other,
that's
having
cool.
a good time. You can do a little horsing around. It's a very say comforting environment. It's deep water. When you fall, you feel the cushion of the water, and it washes you back into a nice padded exit.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, the product's neat. We love to see the industry evolve like this, and thanks for talking to us.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you very much, Pat.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thanks, Clint. All right.